Welcome in, everybody. I'm Steve Black. This is the Six String Salute. And why are we here? Because 2020 has just killed the concert industry. People can't tour, and that means road crews. Oh my God, so many people who just can't work. So there is something called Crew Nation. If you're not familiar with it, they are helping out everybody from backline people to drivers to caterers, just anybody in the industry who has been affected. All of the details on Crew Nation, as well as all of the details on our upcoming artists, everything that's going to happen here tonight is at sixstringsalute.com. We also invite you to follow along on our Facebook page, which is Six String Salute 2020. I'm just about ready to jump into these amazing live performances, but I do want to tell you Steve Vai, later in the show, doing an acoustic performance, which is really rare for him. Tommy Shaw hooking up with an entire orchestra of teenagers is going to be amazing. One of my childhood heroes, Rick Emmett, a little bit later on in the program, doing an acoustic thing live from his house. But let's start off with the incredible guitar trio of Alice Cooper's current band. We're talking about Nita, Tommy, and Ryan. It's almost like we knew that Uncle Alice was my all-time favorite. So let me add this. Here, my prize, the Black Widow. Isn't she lovely and so deadly? Her kiss is 15 times as poisonous as is that of the rattlesnake.
He speaks are true. We're all humanary stew. We don't pledge allegiance to the Black Widow.
Hey everybody, it's Ryan Smith and Dave Perner from Soul Asylum. We're happy to be hanging out with you on Six String Salute as we work to raise money for Crew Nation. All these years that we spent on the road have left me with a lot of great memories of time spent with our crew, especially this time. So, anyone that's been on the road, you get a little like, well, I don't know about you, but I get like, oh, it's a truck stop. I get very excited and I gotta go shopping. So of course, I was stupid enough to buy a remote control helicopter. And we took it out in the parking lot and I'm flying it around and my sound guy, G-Man, Gremlin, we're getting pretty excited and then it crash lands on top of a garage that's about 2 stories high. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna crawl up there and get it because there's a fence that's almost halfway to the top of the building. So I start going to climb up and then G-Man goes, no. You don't do it, Dave. I'm gonna do it because you need your hands. And I'm like, well, you're a sound guy, so what, you only need one hand? And he's like, yeah, pretty much. Anyways, he crawls up there. He grabs the remote control helicopter. He's coming down the step onto the fence, which is like, he's literally doing this on top of a fence, like it's a high wire act. And then he disappears. He falls off the other side of the fence. And I'm thinking to myself, he just died. Like he just fell a story and a half and landed on his head and he's dead. This is what's going through my mind. Somehow or another, he managed to land in a plastic garbage can almost perfectly, and he did not get hurt. And that is currently my favorite story. And we're gonna play a song called Somebody to Shove. And I gotta tell you, I would be nowhere without the people that help us do what we do on the road. And I think this is a good song because sometimes I'm having a bad day. And what am I gonna do? Count on the guys in my band to help me out? They got as much pressure as I do, but when somebody in the crew just goes, you got this, man, it means a lot. So this is called Somebody to Shove. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watches the grandfather clock, and the phone hasn't rang for so long. Time flies by like a vulture in the sky, and suddenly he breaks into song. And I'm waiting by the phone, waiting for you to call me up and tell me I'm not alone. Yes, I'm waiting by the phone, waiting for you to call me up and tell me I'm not alone. Well, hello, speaker, is there somebody there? These hang-ups are dragging me down in a world frozen over with overexposure. Let's talk it over. Let's go out and paint the town. And I'm waiting by the phone, waiting for you to call me up and tell me I'm not alone. 'Cause I want somebody to shove. I need somebody to shove. I want somebody to shove me. You're a dream for insomniac, prize for nutcracker jacks. All the different shove. I want somebody to shove me. Yes, I want somebody to shove. I need somebody to shove. I want somebody to shove me. Thanks, Crew Nation. Did you get it? I was shoving him, you know. LiveNationEntertainment.com/Crew Nation for more information. Have a great night.
Thank you, Dave and Ryan. That's Soul Asylum doing Somebody to Shove. That was a big hit for them back in 1992. Yes, more music on the way. Joel Hoekstra, Frank Hannon, Hailstorm, but not just musicians. We're also going to talk with some of the crew members themselves, some of the people that we are trying to raise money for in the first place through Crew Nation. All the details on that at sixstringsalute.com. That is the same place you can buy these lovely t-shirts. We do have merchandise available. We even have an auction online. Joe Satriani will be by to talk about that in a few minutes because he's got a guitar that we are auctioning off. We'll also hear from other personalities like Rob Halford from Judas Priest will be checking in. Right now, though, let's go to Jesse Dayton. This is a guy who has recorded with Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, and Rob Zombie? Yep, even did some movie work with Rob Zombie. So what if we did a nice deep Texas twist on an AC/DC classic?
What's happening, y'all? It's your old boy Jesse Dayton down here in Austin, Texas. Trying not to lose my mind during the apocalypse. I know we're all getting cabin fever. We're all kind of bouncing off the walls, or at least I am. So I was happy to hear about this six-string salute. I'm going to do a little song that Bon Scott wrote. I think he wrote some great lyrics, man. When I heard this song, I thought, man, that'd make a great Muddy Waters song, you know? But I've never done it without the band. We usually do it on tour, and it's a highlight of the show. But I'm going to try to do it by myself for y'all, throw in a little East Texas blues from my thing, and hope you dig it. Here we go. Well, wanna tell you a story about a woman I know. Oh, I'd come to loving, woo, steals the show. Ain't exactly pretty, ain't exactly small. 32, 49, 56, you could say she got it all. Never had a woman like you. Doing all the things that you do. Ain't no fairy story, ain't no skin and bones. You give it all you got, woman. Woo! Weighing in the 19 stone, you're a whole lot of woman. What a whole lot of woman. What a whole lot of Rosie. Whole lot of Rosie. Whole lot of Rosie. What a whole lot of woman. All right. Honey, you can do it to me all night long. Only you can turn me on. All through the nighttime, right around the clock. Woo! To my surprise, Rosie never stops. She's a whole lot of woman. Whole lot of woman. A whole lot of Rosie. Whole lot of Rosie. Whole lot of Rosie. What a whole lot of woman.
Hey everybody, this is JT Lux, this is Dino McCord from Red Voodoo, and my name is Frank Hannon from Tesla, and we'd like to welcome you to the Six String Salute. We are sending a shout out to all the unemployed road crew members out there right now. It's a hard time for all of us, but especially for stagehands, truck drivers, and guitar techs, all the road crew. So we're asking you to check out Crew Nation. It's a charity to help the road crews out that are out of work. Also go to livenationentertainment.com. And in the meantime, we're gonna play you one of my old songs that I wrote with Tesla back in the old days. It goes like this.
Hey folks, Damon Johnson here. I am thrilled and honored to be a part of Six String Salute as we work diligently to try and raise some money for our brothers and sisters in Crew Nation. No surprise to any of you, none of the shows happen without the help and the hard work and the efforts of our talented technicians, crew people, engineers, drivers, loaders, etc. And I want to take this moment to share what is probably my favorite story of my entire career dealing with talented crew people. In this case, kind of a legend. Way back in 1996, my band Brother Kane had the opportunity to be the direct support on some shows with Van Halen. And in the middle of that run of shows, the bill was also joined by my friends in Skid Row. So we're in Houston, Texas, playing the giant amphitheater there. I think it's called Woodlands. It may be something else now. 24,000 people, sold out. Myself, Roman, my bass player, and Rachel and Snake from Skid Row, we would always go behind Michael Anthony's bass rig. It's called, they affectionately named it Mad Anthony's Cafe. And Mikey's tech, best friend, amazing cat, legendary Kevin Dugan, who we called Doogie, he would always look out for us. So we would come into this area during the Van Halen show and hang out with Mikey, like during the drum solo or the guitar solo, or maybe Sammy was out doing some rant. Well, every night they would perform the song Jump, of course, a huge Van Halen hit. And in the second verse, you might remember the original version of the song, David Lee Roth goes, he sings, oh, hey you, who said that? Well, every night when they would play that song, that was the moment in the show that Michael Anthony would get up on the microphone and he would say, hey Boston, how the hell you doing? Or, you know, hey San Francisco, how the hell you doing? And the place would go crazy. So on this night in Houston, we're back in Mad Anthony's Cafe with Kevin Dugan and Mikey, me and the Skid Row guys. And I went over to Michael and I said, Michael, every night when you do that bit and Jump, you could say anything you wanted and the place would go crazy. And I remember Kevin Dugan going, yeah, you're right. And I said, Mikey, I'll give you $50 if you go up on the microphone tonight and say, hey, Houston, I just shit my pants. And I promise you they'll go crazy. So Mikey takes him a drink and he looks at me and he goes, I'll do it. And Kevin was high-fiving all of us. You know, we're just having a good time, laughing. So sure enough, man, end of the show, they're playing Jump, 24,000 people, the place is going nuts. So myself and Roman and the Skid Row guys, we're like peering our heads around the little curtain, you know, that you would go into to get into this back area. We're looking out onto the stage to the back of Michael and Eddie and Sammy. And Mikey walks up to the mic. Hey, Houston, I just shit my pants. The place goes crazy. We're all on the floor. Kevin Dugan on his back, hands and feet in the air. Just, it's the funniest thing. Maybe you had to be there. I was there. Kevin was there.
All right, people, we're going to leave you with this one. This was off the last record. It's called Shivering, Shivering. Something's got me all shivered. I'm seeing double and I'm bending shapes. I'm having visions all chilling out. Not enough and now I'm switching lanes and home. The sun's settling. I can tell I'm out of range. I can tell things are different. She's got a way that I can't explain. Something's got me all zero. Hearing voices, my directions change. shivering. I'm seeing double and I'm bending shapes. I'm having visions all trembling. I'm not enough and I'm switching lanes. It's between the lines, the space that floods my mind. As we say in vain, doing things that are normally right. The way we end our time, left that keeps us well right. It's got me seven round. It's got me seven round. It's got me seven round. It's got me seven.
Steve Roman, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. So
Good.
let's start with stage manager for KISS, of course, the biggest band in the world, one of them anyway. What is a stage manager? What is there to manage once the band takes the stage?
Well, basically, what I'm doing during the shows, I'm calling all the shots for the just the show, the run of the show. So, for instance, we get the band, prepped up on stage. You got the kabuki up, get the band guys up on their platforms, getting ready to start the show. Boom. Okay. Cue our voice attendant there who introduces the band. You wanted the best. You got the best. The hottest band in the world, KISS. And here we go. Boom. Calling the kabuki shots. Here comes the band down. Show's rolling. And then pretty much, during the show, I'm just calling all the shots for, as the band are flying out in their platforms. Paul's flying out the front of house. Gene's flying up in the air. I'm calling all the shots for that, for all their cues. For the show.
So 2020 has been the craziest year of my life. Certainly, it changed the touring world for at least a year. We don't even know how long it's all going to last. Where did the news first hit you?
We were in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we were on a day off. We were all eating dinner over at the steakhouse at the Hard Rock. And our production manager, Robert Long, got a phone call from Doc McGee. He took the call. He comes back in. He says, "Hey, I need to talk to you." Me, Chad Guy, he's our tour accountant, our security guy, Ryan Atkinson. So we all went outside. He told us they're calling it. So, it's kind of a bummer, actually.
Yeah. What have you been doing, since with all the downtime?
I'm just starting to, just trying to look for work, trying to stay up, stay busy, I was trying to do some Amazon Prime delivering and things like that just to make a few extra dollars. But for the most part, I'm 58 years old. I've been doing this for, close to 40 years now. I don't really don't have another career, so I've been doing this for so long. So I'm just trying to stay busy. The Live Nation Crew Nation thing is a good thing. It's they're trying to help a lot of us crew guys just to help pay some bills and things like that.
All right. What's the cat's name?
Oh my goodness, that's MJ.
MJ. All right. I'm going to take that as a Spider-Man reference.
Yeah, he's my partner guy. He keeps me sane. He's my buddy.
Absolutely. Steve, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. And hope everything gets as close to normal as we can find it. I know we're all desperately missing that entertainment of getting out goes. So,
Steve Black, thank you for your for doing this for us, and this event should be a good thing. So we appreciate your help, and hopefully we see you down the line.
Yeah, you got it, brother. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I'm Todd Parkmore. I play with a band called Big Head Todd and the Monsters, and this is my 6-string salute. Thank you so much for your support of Crew Nation. Our crew has been essential to our career, and has helped us through so many gigs and got so many funny stories about them that I can't tell you right now. But anyways, we're gonna leave you with this performance that we did a couple weeks ago from Red Rocks, and so enjoy it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Kiss the sky. Double haze all around. I don't know if I'm going up or down. Am I happy or in misery? Whatever it is, that girl put a spell on me. Just the end of time. Help me. Help me.
Hey everybody, it's Alex Skolnick. Some of you know me from my longtime band Testament. Some of you may know me from my instrumental work with my own trio and Stu Ham and others. And some may know me from my time in Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Wherever you know me from, I'm a guitar player and proud to be supporting Crew Nation. I've said this before, we are nothing without the crew. I can change my strings, that's about it. The crew are the hardest working people in the whole music scene. So this performance is one I had originally done in conjunction with my photography, but this is a pure performance version. The main part of the song is, I know this may be a surprise to some, but it's by Billie Eilish, and I just love the song, and I think it's very appropriate when the party's over. The party may be over right now in terms of live music, but it will come back. We will resume and we will get back to work with our friends in road crews everywhere. Everyone be safe and support Crew Nation.
Thank you so much to Alex Skolnick, an old friend of mine. I've known Alex actually since 1989. That was the first time I met him. And a special thank you to Barry Gable at Live Nation for helping to facilitate that. This is the Six String Salute, and the website is sixstringsalute.com. That's where to go for merchandise, and also a link to all the autographed items, all of the merchandise that we are auctioning off, as well as selling to raise money for Crew Nation. Some of the things you will find are a blue denim House of Blues jacket, beautifully embroidered, the logos on the front and the back. We have photographs of both Slash with Guns N' Roses and Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, which are fine art photos. Those prints are signed by the actual photographer. Bones UK, Beautiful's Boring, handwritten lyrics, and even an Ibanez guitar autographed by our next guest. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Joe Satriani.
Hey, thanks, Steve. This is Joe Satriani, and you know, it's simply not possible for me and the band to bring our music to people around the world without the nation of crew members who do all the setup. They load the trucks, they unload the trucks, they do the final line checks. They're tuning all the instruments, they're checking all the amps, they're lighting everything, they're bringing the whole show to you, the fans, and we, as musicians, depend upon them every day, every night, day after day, night after night. Sometimes even save our lives. I can tell you there was a show we did in Ottawa, Canada, many years ago. We were opening up for Cheap Trick. We had two stages side by side. Right before we went on, a tornado ripped through the outdoor venue, straight towards Cheap Trick, collapsed their stage. Luckily, everybody got out alive. No one got seriously hurt. But you know, the next day, we were in another city, both bands, and our crew had gotten all that gear safely packed up and set up in the new venue. It's absolutely amazing, you know, what they do for us. And so we can show our appreciation right now. You know, you can grab a Six String Salute t-shirt. You can bid on a beautiful Joe Satriani signed guitar just like that, you know. You can make a direct donation. All you have to do is go to sixstringsalute.com. That's right, sixstringsalute.com, and make a donation. Or maybe get this guitar. It's really cool. All right.
Hi, we're Epic Tantrum from Syracuse, New York, coming to you live from the Stranger's Room, and this song is dedicated to all the crew people who make the bands on stage look and sound good. In our case, we want to dedicate this song to Seth Goldberg. This one is called Franklin Park Blues.
1, 2, 3.
It goes something like
Sitting in the park, taking cheap getting dark, looking around, but I'm lost. Sounds surreal, satisfied. I feel I'd like to get up front.
Sounds too huge. Are you my savior or my excuse? Talking about the other side, wishing I had died. The cool dead man, petty stays in the cosmic funk of the dead.
I'm gonna take your skull. I'm gonna make it look pretty. I'm gonna take your skull. I'm gonna make it look pretty. Why's the times I think of you and how I feel today? It's been so hard, it's been so long, I don't believe I'll change. I know sometimes you're feeling blue, I don't know what to say. Thanks to you, I'm making do, it gets better every day.
Looking for the clean to take away the snow. We can't check in. Got no dough. Packing up the dugout, getting ready for the game. When I have to lose, I can't just sever my brain. 700 cc's, we left them in the freeze. Wishing I had another Mexican freeze.
I'm gonna take your skull. I'm gonna make it look pretty. I'm gonna take your skull. I'm gonna make it look times I think of you and how I feel today. It's been so hard, it's been so long, I don't believe I've changed. I know sometimes you're feeling blue, I don't know what to say. Thanks to you, I'm making do, it gets better every day.
Looking for the green to take away the snow. We can't check in, we got no dough. Packing up the dugout, getting ready for the game. Win or lose, you know it's just the same. Bailing hard at CC's, you left them in the freeze. 900 men, things will never, never freeze.
I'm gonna take your skull. I'm gonna make it look pretty. I'm gonna take your skull. I'm gonna make it look pretty. Why's the times I think of you and how I feel today? It's been so hard, it's been so long, I don't believe I've changed. I know sometimes you're feeling blue, I don't know what to say. Thanks to you, I'm making do, it gets better every day.
Hey everyone, I'm Lizzie.
I'm Joe from the band Hailstorm.
Yes, and this is Six String Salute. Hats off to these guys for raising money for all of the crew and the venues and everybody that's been affected by this pandemic.
Yeah, it's awesome. Get a shirt. There's probably links all around us right now. You can make a direct donation. It goes to Crew Nation. And help out the crew folks and enjoy this performance of one of our favorite songs. It's called The Silence.
down at 95, sitting in a smoky room, wondering everything as I do. And when we had some room to breathe, you said that you would marry me. But even if we never do, I will always be with you. I know that nothing will ever be like when we were 23. A man's war will rage and blue will turn to gray. Everyone will change, but we will still remain, and our last the pyramids. I will feel you. I will see you. I will hear you after the silence. Silence. The oceans can burn for all I care. And in the ashes I'll meet you there, 'cause I know someday the moon will blow away and all flesh will decay. Everything will change, but we will still remain, and I'll last the pyramids. I will feel you. I will see you. I will hear you, and I will keep you after the silence. After the silence. After the Thanks, everybody.
Thank you to Lizzie and Joe. That's Hailstorm, The Silence. It's the Six String Salute. And speaking of Hailstorm, assistant tour manager with the greatest nickname in the world. You better not be from Seattle. Your name is Detroit's.
It is. And I'm not from Seattle. I'm from the Mitten here in Michigan.
Outstanding. How has 2020 affected you? I know it's really hurt the industry a great deal, but you know, you're supposed to be out there in Europe right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I'm supposed to be out in Europe. My guys in Hailstorm were meant to be in the studio this summer, so I was going to Europe to work for German industrial band Rammstein, which obviously, if anyone knows anything about Rammstein, they have, if not the biggest production, one of the biggest productions in our industry, and they're known for having a great organization and an A-list crew. So I was really looking forward to spending time with them this summer. But obviously that has gotten postponed, but I think it's being rescheduled. So I'm still going to get that opportunity. So that's pretty awesome.
Do you know, I'm sure you stay in touch with lots of fellow crew people from lots of various bands. Are different bands and different organizations kind of all doing things differently, or is there sort of a national plan as to how to deal with not being out on tour?
I feel like it's different for everybody, especially with the States, because the States I think is right now kind of on, shall we say, rocky surfaces at the moment. So there's not really a projection of like what's going to be happening in the future, whereas Europe is on a much different plane. So as far as Europe goes, some places are already having shows. I know that, I believe it was in Denmark, they were already having shows up to 500 cap indoors. So I really just think it depends on whatever country or region art crews and artists are going to be touring in, just kind of playing it by ear and like fingers crossed that like, okay, well maybe, in a few more months from now and a few more months from now, I know a lot of crew had shows this September. And we're like, well, like back in June, we're like, well, maybe September will still happen. And, I know that a lot of my friends are still waiting to hear of like, well, what's going to happen to us or what's going to happen to our shows. So there's a lot of uncertainty. And I think that it brings a whole new awareness to fans right now of exactly what goes into a show. I think there's a lot more awareness of how much crew is really out there and embedded. It's not just touring crew. It's, your local venues, from the runner to the local hands to the promoter, to catering. There's so many different avenues and small wheels that put this thing called live music in motion that has been affected. So I think the fans are really getting a good inside look of exactly what goes into the show that they go and see. So I think there's going to be a whole new appreciation.
We're feeling good.
Hello, this is Richard Williams of the band Kansas. Thanks for checking out Six String Salute. We appreciate everything Crew Nation is doing in support of everyone not currently on the road. Night after night in every city, indoors or out, our incredible crew provides us a comfortable and constant onstage experience. Their hard work and dedication makes it possible for us to do what we do. Thank you all and stay safe. We look forward to seeing you back on the road as soon as possible.
was so cool. Like just taking a piece of my childhood right there. Joel Hoekstra and an all-star lineup just crushing that old Deep Purple song. I'm Steve Black. This is the Six String Salute. Our website is sixstringsalute.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, which is Six String Salute 2020. The reason I ask for you to follow is there is going to be some bonus material. Some of the bands and artists that did stuff for us did more than one song. So we'll release that. We'll kind of leak that out over the weekend and over the next couple of weeks. Look for details there. Plus, of course, we have links to the auction and all of the merchandise. So if you'd like a shirt, and they do come in different, not just sizes, but different sleeve length as well. There's the 3/4 length, there's the full length, and of course the short sleeve one like I have on here. Now, when I was first approached to host the Six String Salute, I knew, and in fact did, reach out to one of my oldest friends in the music business. As soon as they said, hey, we want to do something that's kind of guitar oriented, I said Steve Vai. He's one of my favorite human beings on the planet. He is, I'll just go on record and say, my all-time favorite guitarist. And I love the fact that on occasion, he will do something totally unexpected. Like an acoustic song with vocals? Steve Vai? You better believe it.
There is a love affair between the moon and I. We skate the Milky Way and a forever sky. And all the stars crash like waves beneath our feet. Time could never find us as we slip beneath Nova sheets. Down below, you command the ocean's tides, but you spin alone in a prison of gravity. Magnetic soul cast a spell so enchanting behind my eyes. I search in my galaxy. Come to me. Show me how you glow. We'll escape to the other side of space, where forever and ever, and all that's unknown is known.
Hi, we're Joyce Wolf. and this is Quiet Heart.
Someday you'll let some life into your house. Some things, the little things, you'll finally lose. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you were starving, saying they were gonna feed you slow as a star, knowing they were gonna leave you. I'm a quiet kind of heart. I need to be heard. A quiet kind of heart. Now I'm truthful, wise, there, giving my all, I give it to you. And somehow you've shown a horizon that I so badly wanna see. I'm a quiet kind of heart. I need to be heard. A quiet kind of heart. Listen, you heard me reaching out, so please don't turn me off. Why won't you listen? Bring yourself close enough, close enough for a whisper. I don't have much to tell you, but I swear I will say it well. Hear me now, I'm a quiet kind of heart. I need to be heard. A quiet kind of heart. Listen, I'm a quiet kind of heart. I'm a quiet kind of heart. Heart. Oh, yeah.
Hello, Six String and Crew Nation. This is Rob Halford, the Metal God from Judas Priest, sending special heavy metal thanks to Six String Salute and Crew Nation for helping out all of the crew people who are out of work right now during the pandemic. Any donation that anyone can give will be greatly, greatly appreciated. You know, we in bands can't do a thing without road crews, and you've probably heard all the various stories that go on in the work that we do, band and crew. And the crew get up to their Spinal Tap antics like we do in the bands. And here's an amusing anecdote from the last Firepower tour. One of our crew got up at the crack of dawn to start work, as they so often do, and went out to get some breakfast across the street, and came back, went to their room, and the key thing wouldn't fit, so they thought I must be on the wrong floor. Went to the next floor, wouldn't fit, went to the next floor, wouldn't fit. came downstairs and said to the people at the front desk, can you change my key, please? The key doesn't work. And the clerk behind the desk said, excuse me, sir, this is a key for the Hyatt and you're in the Hilton next door. Spinal Tap. Keep the metal faith. See ya.
Joining us now, Narit Smith, the executive director for Crew Nation, which is actually part of a bigger thing. You're actually Music Forward, which is overseeing this. So you are the person I need to talk to because there are people who need help.
Right. Yeah. Music Forward Foundation has been a nonprofit partner of Live Nation for years, and the fund was created as a direct response to the complete shutdown of live entertainment and touring. And when COVID-19 started to reverberate across the globe, there was a lot of internal conversations on what the impact was going to be for all of our communities and what our role would be in protecting those closest to us.
It's a big, something in fact, I never did dream of it. In my entire life, I never dreamed that, like, if something crazy happened, maybe you shut down for a week or two, but who would have thought basically losing an entire year? It's insane.
It's insane. And I think that the reactive nature at the beginning of let's just get relief quickly to folks, now 6 months in, what does that look like long term, as we still don't know when this will change.
Well, before we jump back to the entertainment, I read recently, and you can tell me if these numbers are a little bit off, if they need to be updated, but more than 15,000 crew members in 36 different countries have been helped.
We're almost there. We have one round opening September 18th. So if you're watching the premiere of this, tomorrow, the next day on September 18th, we are opening up a round for those folks that have missed shows, that have missed work. Venues are closed, festivals have postponed, tours have postponed in July, August, and September. That round will be opening on September 18th. So if you're a crew member that fits that, apply.
Right. And we won't get into all the specifics of the auction, but there's some really cool stuff being auctioned off as well. Just everything for today to keep it simple is sixstringsalute.com. That will link you to all the other pages that you need. You can bid on all kinds of cool stuff. You can help out that way. You can donate directly. You could buy special Crew Nation items.
Merch. Yeah.
A bunch of different ways to help out. So sixstringsalute.com. That's where we need you to go.
Rock on.
As I stare into the frozen starlight, my hand done with the scars of past life I see. That's all the pouring chimneys for me. What is all for me? As I charge into the foothills of your light, stand under the fading sunlight home. It will return next morning home for me. What is home? I can't wait to find a home for me. Silence leads me into my soul. Don't you this morning? Which one will you be? As I stare into the frozen starlight, my hand done with the scars of past life I see. That's where the pouring chimneys for me. What is home for me? I can't wait to find a home for me.
Thank you, Sammy Bowler, one of my beloved Detroit brothers and one of the finest young guitar players really anywhere. You should follow him on YouTube. Awesome stuff. This is the Six String Salute. Our website is sixstringsalute.com, and our Facebook page, which we encourage you to follow, is Six String Salute 2020. Those two places will get you links to auctions, to merchandise like this t-shirt and other items. We even have masks. Yes. Well, I guess they don't cover the whole face. They just kind of cover it out here where it's more important. Coming up a little bit later on, we're going to get to some of the performances that will have really special meaning to me, like Rick Emmett, who was a childhood hero of mine. He's going to be playing a Triumph song acoustically from his home. Tommy Shaw doing one of my all-time favorite Styx songs with the Cleveland Youth Orchestra. And then we'll have that massive performance of Trans-Siberian Orchestra and Savatage playing at a festival on both stages. How do you occupy both stages? Well, you need a lot of people in the band, and they have that. As the host of the Chop Shop, I've been lucky enough to serve on the last 8 Shiprocked voyages. One of the best parts about Shiprocked is getting to interact with and discover new musicians. I discovered Andy Wood on those voyages. And luckily for me, he happens to be friends with our last guest, Sammy Bowler, who hooked us all up. So let's listen in now to the guitar playing of Andy Wood.
Thank
Joining us now on Six String Salute, Brian Hartley, lighting and tour production design. I know you best from Trans-Siberian Orchestra, but we've been in the same concert halls many, many times, all the way back to Joan Jett, and of course, Megadeth. We've been in the same music venues many times with Megadeth.
Hello, how are you?
Doing good. How frustrated are you that you're not out there doing your job, man?
Oh God, terrible. You know, I should be with Judas Priest right now. And
50th anniversary tour.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was supposed to start like June 1st, and it was a whole European thing. And then after that, we were coming to the States. It's really frustrating because, for one, you know, I'm just looking so forward to the Judas Priest thing, you know, and you know, I worked with them last summer, and this was the start of the new tour and everything, and it was like I was so excited. So, you know, maybe we just had to wait a little bit for it. So.
Have you talked to a lot of the other crew guys since you've been off? Do you guys stay in constant contact?
You know, you got to, and you know, it's about what you got to do. You know what I mean? Just to kind of keep everything mentally. You know, I call my guys with TSO a lot. My one guy, Dan, he does the lights on the West Coast for me, and I got my other guy, Burton. He's our lighting vendor for TSO, and he lives literally maybe you know, a quarter of a mile from me. I can ride my bike over there. So you know, I've seen him, and he's the guy I deal with TSO a lot as far as getting my light show. And when I design the light show, whatever, you know, he helps facilitate it all, and he's a good friend.
You know what? Coming up a little bit later on in this show, we are going to show a song from Wacken, and I know that you were obviously there. Trans-Siberian Orchestra and Sabotage, both stages going, both at the same time, in a rainstorm, the craziest lighting production thing I've ever seen in my life, and that was you.
Yes, absolutely. And man, you know, what a time that those maybe 4 or 5 days, whatever it was, at Wacken. Yes, man, the night before, it was raining so hard. I mean, literally. It's like all of a sudden, you know, everything just starts going out, and it was just like the band couldn't even be on the stage because it was raining that hard, almost sideways. And then that was really the only time we had to, you know, rehearse or do our sound check, whatever. But it was raining so hard. Paul O'Neill was just going, "No, I can't do it. You know, send the band home, send the band home." And but we stayed all night until the next morning, and got it together, and just you know, what we pulled off at Wacken, which was amazing, you know, and it was great, you know, Sabotage one side, you know, TSO, and then all of a sudden both of the TSOs together, and we brought in tons of lights, tons of lasers, a ton of pyro, and a ton of everything that we do.
Hey everybody, I'm Frank Hannon from Tesla, and this is my friend JT Lux. Welcome to the Six String Salute. We're going to play a little song right now, and we're going to dedicate it to all the road crew members out there that are out of work for Crew Nation. It's a charity that we're doing. There's an eBay auction and some stuff, so check out Crew Nation at livenationentertainment.com.
Hi there, Steve Hackett here. I'm currently supporting Crew Nation on Six String Salute. It's important for all venue crews currently suffering because of COVID-19 who depend on shows for their living. Thank you.
I'm Steve Black. Joining us now is Rick Emmett. Rick, you were a performer at the very first concert I ever went to, 1982. This is my first sort of big virtual concert, and here you are again. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. My pleasure. 82 was a long time ago.
It was. It means I'm old.
Well, that makes me older.
We're trying to raise not only awareness, but a little bit of support for Crew Nation. We're inviting people to go to sixstringsalute.com to check out all the merchandise and all the things you can do to help raise some money. But speaking of crews, especially if we go way back to 1982 or those Triumph days, you guys had some of the biggest shows on earth at that point in time.
Yeah, they got a little bigger, maybe 84, 85, 86, 87. Those were kind of the really, really, that like the tour that was around 86, 87, that was the one that the Jacksons came and saw our show and then said, we just want that show. We want that light show. So the Jacksons went out and took our rig and took our crew and stuff. And
Well, give us a good story about Road Crew, whether it be current or 10 years ago or.
This would have been the Allied Forces Tour 1981. And I wish I can remember his last name, but I can't. My guitar tech at the time was a guy named John. And he was a Midwest guy. He might have been even maybe Michigan, Upper Peninsula kind of dude. But, do you remember the characterization that Tom Hanks did on Saturday Night Live when they did a Wayne's World episode and Aerosmith played and then Tom Hanks was the roadie? And
Yes.
he was like the mics and running around. Okay, so that kind of crew attitude, like guys that were just they were lifers. They were in it because they had complete loyalty and complete sincerity to the gig, right? So John was one of those kind of guys. And so we're playing, and it was East Coast somewhere. It could have been Baltimore, somewhere around East Coast. And I'm wearing these white jeans that I really love. I'd had a tailor sew the pockets shut and stuff. They were skin tight. And I had this blue T-shirt on that I tucked in. And I come running out for the first song, and I'm running around. I got the white flying V, and I'm posing and doing rock star things. And I split the fly just wide open. And the T-shirt that's tucked in is like sticking out of the crotch like a blue flag, right? So, of course, the girls in the front by the barricade are going insane, and I'm going like, oh, boy, trying to put the flying V in front to hide the problem that I have. So I go running over to the side of the stage at the end of the song. It's like, what am I going to do? Like, and the kick drum's going like, boom, boom. We're going to start the next song. Gil's got no idea. The drummer's got no idea what's happened. So John, very serious, like really intense. He grabs a roll of gaffer tape and he starts biting off pieces and he starts building me a duct tape cod piece on my pants. Like very serious, like, taking this like this is my gig. This is what I was born to do. So he's taping up my crotch. Yeah, so that's the story.
price we pay. Good book says it's better to give than to receive. I'll do my best to do my part. Nothing in my pockets, I got nothing up my sleeve. Keep the magic in my heart. Oh, keep up your spirit. Oh, keep up your faith, baby. I am counting on you. You know what you got to do. Hey, yeah. Fight the good fight every moment. Every minute, every day. Yeah. Fight the good fight every moment. It's your only way. All your life you've been waiting for your chance, where you fit into the plan. But you're the master of your own destiny. You gotta give and take the best that you can. You think a little money can buy yourself some rest. You better think of something else instead. You're so afraid of being honest with yourself. You better take a look inside your head. 'Cause nothing is easy, nothing good is free. But I can tell you where to start. There's an answer in your heart. Take a look inside your heart. Hey, yeah, yeah. Every moment of your lifetime, every minute, every day. Yeah. Fight the good fight every moment. Make it worth the price we pay. Oh, yeah.
Crew Nation, Ricky Phillips from Styx here, stringing my own bass. What's that all about? This may not end well, but anyway, our crew is so important to us, for us to do what we have to do, from the no sleep that they get, arriving in the morning and making sure that everything is taken off that truck absolutely pristinely, reassembled, and who knows how many miles of cable strung. For us to be able to just walk out with confidence, knowing that all of our guitars and the various, we play so many different instruments. We have vaults of so much stuff that people don't even realize. And they're responsible for all of it. And so for us to walk out confidently and do the show and present to you all what we do, it takes a lot of people who don't get the big applause. They don't get everything that we receive from the fans. But without them, we'd be nothing. So crew and Crew Nation, thank you so much. Peace.
Hi, I'm George Packer, tour manager with Styx. We have a bunch of the Styx band members here, and we'd all like to thank Crew Nation for the support they're lending to everybody in our business who's been out of work since March. So thank you, Crew Nation. Keep up the good work. And for all those of you else, please feel free to pitch in. And here's a message from our band.
Hey everybody, Tommy Shaw here in the studio right now. And we're missing our crew. Thank God we have Scotty here who's helping us out. He's more local, and he's helping us record bass guitars here today. But we love our crew. Thank you, Crew Nation. Our crew means the world to us. We've missed them all dearly right now, but we're all hanging together and we're preparing for the day when it's safe to come back out and play. And our crew, as they always do, they make us look good. Thank you, Crew Nation. And this was also part of the reason we wanted to share our quarantine video of CYO and me doing Fooling Yourself, just to show you what, even in the background, the crew can help out tremendously on that. If it wasn't for the crew, that video would not have happened. And so thank you all for your support. And crew, we will see you soon. We love you all.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Chris Caffrey and Al Petrelli joining us now in the Six String Salute as we continue to try and do some good work for Crew Nation to help out all the road crews who cannot tour right now. The world has changed. It's so crazy. You guys probably have access to the biggest road crew of them all. You must have some fun stories. Something you could tell us about your road crew.
We started the show, not this last tour, the tour before, up in the lighting truss. And I'm up in the truss, and I don't go down until the end of the second song. So I'm playing the first song, unseen, up in the lights. Everything's fine, playing the song. Second song starts, they lower me down. I'm halfway down. 5 seconds into the song, my battery wears out on the wireless of my guitar. And it's not, I'm floating in the air. There's no way I could possibly get another guitar without somebody throwing it 15, 20 feet in the air. So I just stood there and I was pretending to play, but there was times where both hands came off and I was pointing and.
Your turn, Al.
Like Chris just said, we got hands down the greatest road crew on God's earth. You know? It's their show, man. TSO belongs to them until they hand us the keys to the downbeat musically. Then for 2 hours, 15 minutes, it's all about the music and the whole thing. But when we hand the keys back to those guys, man, this is all them. You know, like general population has absolutely zero comprehension of what it takes to put this show on. You know, you've been to rehearsal with us in Omaha, dude. You know what's up. You know, they're about as choreographed as a Baryshnikov ballet. You know, right down to like the order of the trucks and the semis loading into the arena. You know, you got to back 4 semis up backwards into the tunnel, into an arena. You know, you're not playing. You know, it's got to be the right truck at the right time to get out of the way for the other bunch of trucks so they can drive the 400 or 500 miles to get to the next city. You know, that's why I introduced the crew every single show, because without them, man, you know, we're just a really great rock band. But with, you know, what they're able to do for us twice a day. This isn't like you got 3 days to set this rig up. You got 6 hours.
It's really.
Well, listen, Chris, we could tell them, like, you know that we did Vakken a bunch of years ago, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now you're talking about taking the entire TSO production, putting it on a bunch of sea containers, shipping it across the Atlantic, having it show up in Cologne. Where were we? Cologne?
We're outside of Hamburg, somewhere in the cow fields.
No sound check, no line check, no nothing. That entire rig in 34, 40 degrees, raining, mud.
Yeah.
They just plugged a bunch of stuff in. 2 Hail Marys later, the show went Chris my line. It was a perfect show.
Yeah, it was great.
That's how good these are.
Yeah.
Guys, when we decided to put this thing together to raise money for Crew Nation, the idea was I should reach out to my friends at TSO. There's got to be something we can do. The first thing management said was, you know, Paul O'Neill didn't really do small. I don't know that we want to do something like acoustic from the couch, which a lot of the artists, that's exactly what they've done. He said, what about Vakken? And I knew immediately. I'm like, it doesn't get any bigger than that. 2 bands, 2 full stages, 2 sets of pyro. It's still, to this day, the most incredible thing I've ever seen. There you go, my friends. Wrapping up a lot of great music for a great cause. Please support Crew Nation for all of the people who are out of work. And thank you to all the musicians and all the crews and all the management teams and everybody who brings us live rock and roll, whether it's, in this case, virtual live rock and roll or getting back out on those stages. Sooner the better, please, and thank you. I'm not going to go through a huge list of thank yous. Nobody likes to listen to somebody rattle off a list, but there are a few people I absolutely have to mention. Greg Ross, Chip Ruggieri, Matt Wardlaw, all my friends at Live Nation, including Dave Clark and Barry Gable, and also a big thank you to Adam Lind. SixStringSalute.com is our website, and you can follow us on Facebook, Six String Salute 2020. As for me, I'm on Twitter at SR Black, so think of Stevie Ray, SR Black. Peace.